Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this big and beautiful world of ours we call Earth. You are tuned in to Final Fantasy XIV Misadventures on twitch.tv/homohomo2093, a designated non-spoiler stream brought to you living color by the Bedlam on Baltic Avenue, bedlamba.blogspot.com. This is your host, Bongo Pongitoy, the gift that keeps on giving. You're tuned in to The Rising 2025, Final Fantasy XIV Anniversary, celebrating 12th anniversary of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. So for this edition, we will be having a new minion available for its festivities. This should be a short live stream. The event is going to start in about 19 minutes. It'll be available at midnight all the way until before 8 a.m. on September 11th, 2025. So once Kahori completes this event and gets her minion, all the others will get theirs on this account off stream. Now this is going to be the first episode for today, but this will not be the final episode of the Misadventures for this month. That is going to be taking place on my device for the next installment of Wuwa Misadventures, in which we now get to work with Augusta and Yuno back over in Septimont. But the important thing there is to get the guaranteed out of the way and finally bring home Shorekeeper. The Shorekeeper has been a priority character for my account on America's server because she has evaded me twice. I ended up losing 50-50s, I believe, to Encore and Calcharo, but this time Calcharo took a 50-50 on Falovas, meaning the guaranteed is now available. This was originally going to go to Yuno, but once we found out that Shorekeeper is having her rerun, that seals the deal. Shorekeeper is going to be getting this guaranteed, but it's a matter of how many pulls it's going to take. We now have 66 Radiant Tides on hand with the possibility of getting some others during our pity building. Hopefully the guaranteed will leave early so that we can try to regain the guaranteed while trying to pull for Augusta, whose character rate up is going to be taking place later on Wednesday evening. If you like what you see in this broadcast, hit the follow button on your Twitch player, the subscribe button on YouTube, on my channel ID BongoBoy151. This is going to be archived in its entirety, and since this is a seasonal event, I'll be doing my narrating voice for this purpose. So, as you all know, you've already known the situation regarding Mare Synchronous, the app that has now been given a C&D by Square Enix's devs. Here's the thing. I will say this for the record. Yes, I do mod, but I don't, I am very discreet when I use my modding. For this live stream, for legal reasons, we're doing this vanilla. So there isn't any mods you can see here, but outside of streaming, for story content and whatnot, I go vanilla. But outside of it, yes, I do use glamour mods, but I have never used Mare Synchronous. I have never used that program. Basically, Mare Synchronous is a program that allows you to see other people's mods and also your own. This is primarily used during nightclubs and role-playing groups. People have been lamenting this on YouTube and on social media. The thing about this is that I believe that I do not believe in intruding on anyone's immersion, because every single one of us uses mods or find some way to enhance our subscription. I don't believe in judging you whether you use it or not. You pay for your sub, you have the right to enhance it any way you have so that you get your money's worth. The thing though that I don't like is that people are literally abusing this and using it for nefarious purposes. And the thing about Mario Synchronous is that it also may inject some code onto other people's accounts that could potentially be a red flag for Square Enix and the user agreement. As always, if you're going to mod responsibly, because technically this is not allowed under the user agreement. But the thing is, SE is not Hoyoverse. They have not installed some type of kernel mechanism that can automatically ban you all the way till 2075 for using visual mods. I will say this: the day Square Enix decides to go full Hoyo or full Coeurl and install something like that into the launcher, that is definitely going to cause a big dip in player population. I will be surprised if Final Fantasy XIV is able to survive that, and would literally make Dalamud tools and all the other tools literally unusable and obsolete because of this kernel that they install. Personally, since I do like Final Fantasy XIV and I do like the story, and this was the very original Misadventures, the very first Misadventures that is on this channel, I'll be fine with it if they decide to do that, because it's basically the same case over on my gacha games, which have similar anti-cheat mechanisms. But it is going to be a very dark day if SC decides to install something like that, because of privacy issues. And in any case, modding is going to continue. It's just that, as before, you gotta be discreet about it. It's just like Fight Club. You never talk about Fight Club out loud, because others will start asking questions, taking action. It's gonna open up a can of worms. So from my perspective, enjoy your sub the way you want. You pay your, what is it, $14.99, $19.99 per month to enjoy Final Fantasy XIV. Enhance it any way you like, but don't go out yapping, sharing any codes or any of that. Since Mario Synchronous is already down, you can't do that anyway. But I'm sure somebody has forked the code and all that software. Be discreet about it. You don't have to let anyone know that you're using this. If you use it, hey, it's your call. If not, it's your call as well. But as soon as you start being a loudmouth and yapping about this, then we have a problem here, and that's going to cause SC to take action. So we are about 11 minutes away from the start of this one. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and then on the other side of this break, about a few minutes to go before midnight, we are going to go ahead and begin the Rising 2025 here on the Misadventures, twitch.tv/homohomo2093. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're back with the Rising 2025. I found out that it's actually starting over in Limsa Lamenza, so I have been in the wrong location all this time. So this is going to be taking place over in Limsa Lamenza, over in the upper decks. There's probably already people there by now, so let's go ahead and teleport there to get started. Once again, once Kahori collects the rewards and completes the story, that'll be that for the this short live stream. But after that, later tonight on Wednesday, night, we will have Wuthering Waves Misadventures. We'll be doing Shorekeeper pulls. We'll be building Shorekeeper, and then we will go ahead and do the main story, which will doubtless include a new area to explore, and we'll also be doing our preliminary farming of the new weekly boss for Uno. So, according to the thing here, Wandering Minstrel is going... Yep, Wandering Minstrel will be in search of inspiration. We're going to go ahead and camp here for this one. He is supposed to be here. Once again, the reward that's going to be available is a wind-up Coeurl Jaja minion. Basically, Coeurl Jaja is the now late ruler of Tolialal. You've been following the story. He has been succeeded by Wuklamat and Kawana, who are the heads now of Resolve and Reason, respectfully. And if you've been catching up on the Dawntrail story, the situation in Solution 9 and Alexandria is for the most part resolved. We're segueing now into 8.0, which doubtless will be a big highlight next year. So in less than 2 minutes, we will be starting this event, which will be taking place here in the Limsa Lamenza upper decks. Yep, that's the new emote that I got straight from the market board. It took me about 1.8 million gil to secure. Can you believe that? All that for that emote. I sold a lot of materia, dye pots, and other stuff. And now I'm broke. Now I gotta refill gil to maybe get the next big thing to get. Maybe a new minion or a new mount. I'll have to wait and see. Or maybe I'll get some more Carmine Red dye to dye some of my glams that are still on Ruby Red. Okay, it's midnight. We will go ahead and now wait for this thing to load up. The quest icon will soon load here, so the environment for the Rising is loading as we speak. Soon we will have the quest available, and Wandering Minstrel will soon be here. Here we go. Let's get started. Well now, it is my adventurer friend Kahori. could only be a blessing from the navigator that we should meet again here and now. See, I've been struggling to find inspiration for a new song to perform this rising. I have a mind to speak with locals for their tales, for which I could use your able assistance. Might you be willing to accompany me? I'm truly grateful. During the rising, remember those lost in calamity, even turn our attention to a brighter future. It is my hope to hear a tale that inspires one and all to look forward. Now then, there's no better place to cleanse the mince than the drowning wench. So let's see how the barkeep bolted Baron and see if he has aught of interest to share. Oh, come on, where's the harm? What's the harm? You get yourself killed, that's the harm. And let one so young sign up. He wants to become a ranger so badly anyway, child.
There's this place I need to go to. The problem is the Yellow Jackets won't let me a child leave the city alone. But if I was an adventurer, I'd be responsible for myself. I could go wherever I please, wherever I please. Please, let me sign up.
It ain't that simple, lass. I got a responsibility to those who sign up. If I let someone who's clear and fair to the end of the or the worse, I'll be able to live it down. And don't get me started the damage caused the guild's reputation. You can forget about sundown till you're older. Much older.
But it has to be now, organizing. I had to be so responsible.
Cause of age, lass. Now run along, get yourself one. Is everything well? Sorry I had to see that. The little cub's been to become an adventurer. I said, no one sent her away.
Still, I can't help but worry. She doesn't strike me as the sort to give up easily.
Sure that. Wouldn't surprise me a whit. She tried to sneak out anyway. I don't boast, but you reckon to keep an eye on her, cha? I do it myself, but I can't leave up and leave and turn her. The timing of the rising seemed to be the essence to the little one. Intriguing, would you not agree? Let us ask her about that. I'm in your debt. Now, the series nearly exits the Tempest Gate, or by the Abacus. I suggest you begin by talking to Clindrel, sentry yonder. Seasonal event. Quest accepted. The lowlands of Lenosha, which on the other side of the Tempest Gate. At Baron's behest, say? As it happens, the girl the description did come through just a moment ago. She was at the heels of a Mikote peddler, so a glance one might think them parent and child, but she keeps stealing glances behind her and made me suspicious. Oh, I attend my comrade to you outside, she stood the one for questioning. You're worried you should seek it out. Our thanks for the information. We shall find your comrade at once. Change the mount to something here. Well now, if ain't the good minstrel and our lady kindly help her. Let her see to you again, eh? What's your today?
Sabata sent you out the little one. I was about to ask her what she's up to. Richard was a dearie? Even I was telling you, you ought to know what's dangerous out here. I said you want Sabata like you risk your life like this. There's something I need to see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous, I have to go.
We understand you have your research, child. Even so, we cannot in good conscience allow you to wander the wilds alone. So here I'll make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the services of one? With a dependable adventurer at your side, you'd be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option.
But I don't have any money. What adventurer want to help a child anyway?
Why, our friend here, of course.
You can count on me.
I should be glad to provide suitable recompense for each instead. Well, a part of me hopes that this will lead to inspiration for a song. I feel compelled to lend a helping hand.
You really helped me. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad it worked out for you, but as a client, there's something you need to bear in mind. That is, you gotta give the adventurer your trust. To be honest with what exactly you need, I should be able to help you all the better. The place I want to go is the Lighthouse here in Lorna Ocean. It's named for one of the 12. I heard a rumor of a kid in town, you see. He told me the ghost appeared there during the rising. It's supposedly lighthouse keepers died in a calamity. They spared children away to the realm of the dead. It's gonna be nonsense, and I want to prove it. Once your lighthouse in the area, ocean stores only one civilians can get to. Harukawa there ain't nothing but coastal. You can't help be curious, so come along. On the yellow jacket with you ought to make things easier, I reckon. It's outside skirmishing away, being kind of near a mortal. Less than these are distance. We're taking against the road. They're all yours. So, what's your name, adventurer? Kahori Harukawa. I'll remember that. Thanks so much for helping me. We'll go to Austin's torch and we'll see if the rumor about the ghost is true. Are you ready to go, Kahori?
As much as I'd like to accompany you, you someone should return to the Drowning Ranch to apprise Button of these developments. Besides, to hear your accounts afterwards, what you learned and felt will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you enjoyable and insightful excursion. Right, to begin with, how about we head east to Madman Bridge? Give Richard a chance to see the sights. The path can be steep in places, so take care you don't take a tumble now.
I'll be fine, don't worry. Let the adventure begin.
Seasonal event. List accepted.
Look, a river! And there's some sort of strange animal. We sometimes see children out this way with their folks. I take it you've never been? Actually, I have. It's a long time ago, though, before my parents died in the calamity. It's alright, I like it at the orphanage. It's really nice and I have lots of fun. That'd be Limnan Shoals, I take it. It's not run by a former sanguine siren, in case you wonder where. A fine place by all accounts. As for riches from when the Connor start talking to caretakers. Wouldn't do let him know, think she's missing. Right then, we'll make for Oceans and base up this area. Take it slow so you don't know what yourself doing. Oh, we're so high up. This is amazing. Huh? I'll say we would look out here for the first time. This bridge was built when the tidal waves sundered the land during the calamity. Symbol our people's determination to rise above tragedy. Miss Dorothea, that's the headmistress, said that we Laminsons work hard because we hate to lose and like what we do. What about you, Kahori? Do you like being an adventurer? That's what I thought. When I grow up, I hope I'll like what I do as well. My parents liked what they did, I think. When the calamity struck, they didn't run away. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothea said. She promised to tell me everything one day, but I don't know how to feel when they're gone, and... can't find the words. Want to be a good client, though, so I'll think on it. Seems we just got something she needs to get off her chest. I want to verify the room map she... but there's no use speculating. No, let's press on. There's Ocean's Torch, one of two lighthouses there, what name for gods. The lighthouse keepers have book named Rosters, say. You can ask them about ghosts and anything else you like. Lighthouse keeper. So about the reason why I want to know about the ghosts. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see, but they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. And I heard the rumor that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse. That's why you want to prove the rule wrong. You can't stand people thinking your parents were doing terrible things. Aye, but a part of me wishes that the rumor was true. Be able to talk to my parents again. There's so many things I'd like to ask them. Well, whatever the truth is, we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. Frozen and splash, amazing! This area was hit by the calamity, on top of the tidal wave washed away big swaths of land. A piece of Dalamud came crashing down yonder. The sea caused the ether to gush out the land and crystallize all at once. That time I was with Miss Dorothea. She was my mother's friend and she took me to a safe place. I was very little then, I didn't fully understand what was happening, but the calamity really was a frightful thing. I can't imagine how it was for father and mother. It's very clear that others are literally skipping the dialogue. They just want to get the reward. But since we're doing this first time playthrough, going through the dialogue scenes and the dialogue, here he goes.
Well, now, great guest, brings you to the torch. Ghost on the horizon. For all my years as keeper, I've not heard about such thing in the house, I know. I'm sure this sort of place is seldom I believe haunted, though. Maybe someone mistook me or some laundry for a spectre.
So father and mother weren't ghosts after all?
But I must say, it's a surprise to see Rato's little girl here. Her parents showed me the ropes when I started out as a keeper. Yeah, the charge of limit string yonder. Nowadays it's on the isle, but it used to be a stretch of line connecting it. Dangerous situation, right? Nice to meet you. You need to hire adventurers, and Griffin wants that just to deliver supplies.
If you knew my parents, please tell me about them. They left me Linz and Linz during the calamity, died in the tidal wave. What did go out even though it was so dangerous? What's going through their minds? I want to know.
I was stationed elsewhere at the time, so I read this in the report. But your folks did everything they could to protect Limland's ring. They built a breakwater using anything and everything they had on hand, but in the end, there's no stopping such a monstrous wave. All the souls were missing when it struck, and the Maelstrom Mountain search and rescue operations. I joined in the effort, but I'm afraid they were never found. Although that your folks did die in vain, by manning the lighthouse at the very end of that day, they guided many vessels safely to shore and saved many lives.
I see, they really were noble souls, like Mr. Thea said. But if I could choose, I wish they were still here.
Well, this is your thought. How you like to stay the night and hear more about your folks? That won't be the mundane everyday things, but I know I'd be glad to share with you.
I like that. I like that very much. Good morning, Kahori. I gotta really to look at the lighthouse where my father and mother used to be. The longest time I felt as though they'd abandoned me. I wanted to see them one more time so I can ask them why they had to go and to tell them that I miss them. Are you disappointed there weren't any ghosts? Maybe a little. Still, I'm glad I could learn about my parents. It made me realize that I want to become someone who helps others, like them and like you. Ah! So thank you for bringing me here. Thank you so much for coming with me, both of you. You're very welcome, dearie. You can always come to me if you need anything. Just no more trying to sneak out, you hear? Well, I better get back to the orphanage. Hopefully Mr. Theo won't be too mad at me. You'll be wanting to report to the minstrel, I expect, in which case a comrade of mine tells me he's at the anchor yard. See to reach sure to get home safely. Be sure to catch the special fireworks afterwards, eh? Seeing you, Kahori. Okay, so we're gonna head over here to wrap this up.
Right on time. Oh, welcome back, my friend. Was young Richo able to find that which he sought? So her true purpose was to see if the ghosts of her parents were taken by the calamity. A tale is born when someone acts in the name of another. As there are so many tales out there, it's impossible for us to know every single one. A tale may occasionally find its way to those who need it most, such as that of the lighthouse keepers, whose courage and sacrifice have come to guide their child years after their passing. Thank you, Kahori, not only for granting Rich's wish, but for providing me with inspiration as well. While we wait for the special fireworks to begin, might you tell me more of your excursion? Yes, it comes to me. A verse for all who strive onwards, this day and every day. Greetings, warrior of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. It is a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. For long years we have walked together with you on this grand adventure. It is a never-ending journey, one that shall continue tomorrow as surely as it does today, the most natural of things. Along the way I have endeavored to keep my gaze firmly fixed upon the future. Late, however, I have been keenly reminded that we must occasionally look back upon the path we walked, that we might remember the lessons learned. In the course of our adventures, it seems that I too have grown. To learn from successes and failures both, and forge ahead with humility and sincerity. That's what I have resolved to do at the journey's beginning, and resolved to do so anew. Nothing would please us more than to continue having you at our side on the road ahead. And pray that upon the journey of life that we have the honor to share, the light of the crystal shall ever shine. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. This world shall yet endure, and as we continue to make our way, I pray that we shall have the occasion to meet again. Till that day, I wish you the happiest of journeys. Fare you well. Most happenings of our lives have no bearing on the fate of the world. More often than not, they go unobserved and unremarked. But you, my friend, gather up such forgotten tales and see them delivered. In doing so, you bring joy, and as a token of my gratitude, I dedicate to you this song, a song of journeys fulfilling. Sun doth rise, the boundless sky calls, with silver pale the path of men, white and endless pall. So far away the guiding light that you do now espy, the flames of life that warp and part, to comfort and inspire. Take heart, my friend, for here we stand, and so we shall remain, your destination which you shall, by memories refrain. I have no doubt that you, Rachana, Yoyo, shall rise to a great many more tales. Your tales particularly be more varied than those of others. There will be times when you face great hardships, and the weight is more than you can bear. At such a time, but you remember this, no matter how great your burdens, the tales you have gathered shall ever be your strength, and beacon to light your way in the darkness. Delightful dozen, that is the achievement. That concludes The Rising 2025, the Final Fantasy XIV 12th anniversary of A Realm Reborn. Our next live stream, which will be the last live stream for August, will be the next installment of Wuthering Waves Misadventures. And will it be the day, the stream, in which the Shorekeeper finally comes home? If you like what you see in this broadcast, hit the follow button on Twitch player, subscribe button on YouTube, and our channel ID, BongoBoy151. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. It's bye for now. Good night and good morning.